Hello, how are you? Uh, I just like studying differently, some diversification of how we start this series. That's why I do this. Okay, so yeah. Good evening, happy Thursday. Uh, let's talk about politics, okay? Yeah, we get back to humanology, mathematics, whatever. We got quite a lot to talk about today, okay? But as let's make a slow start. Slow start with that's actually computer programmers jargon. Slow start. Computer scientist jargon. Okay, just like exponential curve, right? Yeah, slow start. Some behavior of some common behavior of some programs. Okay, whatever. Um. So what about politics? Yeah, climate change. All right. So this anti-climate changeism, okay, it's not exactly based on science. Then what is based on? The fear of unknown, human emotion, all right, and also politics, okay, and also secular religion, all right, because media they talk about climate change, okay, politicians, even activists, okay, uh, most of them are scientifically ignorant and illiterate. Right? They don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so uh, I heard this morning from NPR. Yeah, listen, yeah, NPR is cool. Okay, they mostly they're cool. Okay, but yeah, they're human beings, right? So they're not perfect. So they feature the story like climate is nowadays too extreme. It's either drought and flood, but nothing in between. But guess what? That's how nature is. Okay, as human population grow, uh, the this what's called temperate zone, where temperature is nice. This nice place. People used to live there, only those places. But as population grows, uh, because there's just so many people. People go to other places where it's not temperate zone, whether climate is no longer temperate in those regions where people used to not live at all because of those extremity of weather. Okay, it's just population growth. Okay, so uh, and also the planet Earth is not some greenhouse. It's wild out there. Planet Earth, there's earthquake, storms, tornadoes. Planet Earth. It's not some greenhouse where it's so perfect, right? It rains, but not too much. It droughts, it gets dry, but not too dry. That's not Earth. That's not planet Earth. Planet Earth is wild nature. So this anti-climate changeism is like children complaining about this Mother Earth, planet Earth. But planet Earth does not accommodate to human life, human beings. That's not how Earth is. Earth is just, it's not a mother nature, really. No. Earth, planet Earth, is not your mother. It's not a human being, caring person. That's wishful thinking. Planet Earth is an object. It's not alive. Alright? So it doesn't care about human being at all. Because it's an object. It has no soul. Alright? So climate change activism, anti-climate change activists, they think like children. No wonder Miss Greta Thunberg is their star, a child who's who just want to complain, right? Children, right? Who are just emotional, who are ignorant, uneducated. Yeah, that pretty much sums it for them. Climate change, anti-climate change ism is also religion, secular religion. Yeah, doomsday prophecy, right? And they always say we believe in science, right? Science is not subject matter to whether you believe or not. Science is not supposed to be a religion. Okay, science is supposed to be factual. It's either you know or not know. And so anti-climate change activism is like mixing the two, science and religion, which should not. In humanology, we combine science and religion, but we don't mix them. Okay, that's the difference. All right. Science has nothing to do with faith. It has everything to do knowledge. Okay, it's religion's exclusive domain that deals with faith, belief. All right. So, but secular people, I guess, they kind of miss religion, so they came up with their own religion, like gay marriage, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra intellectualism, all those popular ideologies, or anti-climate changeism, or marijuanaism. All right, yeah, those are secular religions. People believe in those doctrines. Okay, so those are secular religion, right? So, um, because based on illogical, unscientific belief system, that's what religion is, right? So yeah, all those mainstream ideologies, they are religions actually, okay, because they are a set of illogical, unreasonable, and irrational, unscientific belief system. Okay, all the ideologies I just mentioned. Okay, so that's what it is. They are religions, secular religions, right? So okay, because on Earth, planet Earth, change is the only constant. In the universe, change is the only constant. Okay, things always change. Climate has always changed. The kind of climate change you see today, it's nothing new. It's just extension of what started since the beginning of the universe. Universe always changes. Okay, it's not like there's this Mother Earth taking care of human being, so that we don't be too cold, don't be too hot. That's not how it is. No. Okay, this children are thinking. Okay, to climate change activism, and everybody subscribe to, yeah, all this media. Okay, liberal outlets, and even many scientists. Okay, uh, they're basically being childish. Okay, so they're being very illogical, unscientific. Okay, yeah, all these politicians, and there's nothing to worry about. Okay, yeah, climate changes, but so what? Okay, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so I have to agree with Mr. President Trump. He got out of the Paris Accord. That's the right thing that he did. One of several things that he did right that I have to agree with. With Paris Accord, it limits development and growth, economic growth. Okay, that's for no reason. All right. Yeah, they say, oh yeah, Paris Accord, yeah, carbon emission, yeah, reduce it. No, no, we should not reduce carbon emission. We should increase it. Why? Because climate change is not a threat to humanity at all. It does not pose any threat. Okay. Uh, what we need to do instead is we need to plant a lot of plants. Okay. We need to farm a lot of plants on top of buildings, on top of roofs. Okay. Yes, plants are important. I love plants. Okay. And yeah, just don't mow your lawn. Just let it all grow. Natural plants in your yard. That's what I do. Okay. If you are really concerned about global warming, yeah, do not mow your lawn, because mowing your lawn, that takes a lot of gasoline energy, right? And you cut down all the plants, then who's going to absorb all the carbon dioxide in the air? You? No. You're not a plant, are you? Yeah. Just let all the plants grow, okay? Yeah. Okay. And yeah, if you are want to find come up with some alternative energy source, yeah, go ahead, study engineering, science, mathematics, and invent something. Okay. As opposed to just sit there and complain about it, like all these activists. Okay. Or politicians and media. Okay. Or you can donate some of your money to those alternative energy developing scientists and engineers. Okay. But all this activism, yeah, they're misguided. Okay, so there's this news about this ammonia powered ship, and I'm not quite sure if that's a good idea because I mean ammonia, they don't smell very good. Okay, I'm not kidding. So I mean, would this entire ship smell like a man's room or I don't know, and it may not be very safe either. Okay, so I mean it's good that they try different routes, but ammonia powered ship, it doesn't sound very well. It doesn't sound very good. Okay, well that's my impression. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so. So, in humanology, there's this concept of transformation of obstacle into opportunity. Okay, this uh, one maxim that we adopt as humanologists. Okay, so That is concern, huge populist concern about climate change. We can take advantage of that to come up with good inventions, like one person car, one person drone, but that they better be gasoline powered. Okay, because electric motor is electric transportation concept is very wrong because that's very inefficient way. There's just too much energy conversion involved. Okay. Uh, More than half of electric energy comes from uh, fossil fuel. Okay, about 60%. 20% nuclear. The other 20%, all the renewable energy source combined, is only 20%. Okay, we are talking about solar energy, hydroelectric, wind power. Okay, it's just 20%. It's not just in America. Worldwide, that's just how it is. Okay, because those so-called renewable energy sources, they don't produce too much electricity. They're just not that efficient. Okay, so even if you have electrical car, electric drone, electric whatever, electric scooter, the 60% of that energy comes from fossil fuel anyways. And as you convert fossil fuel energy into electric energy, there's huge energy loss between the conversion between two forms of energy. And electricity, you have long electrical power line from electric plant to your house. There's energy loss there too. Okay. Electrical car is a very bad concept. Okay, now it's not just Tesla, it's the General Motors, Toyota, Honda, you name it, Ford. They all invest heavily on electrical car, right? They are misguided, unfortunately. Okay, it's gonna be a bubble that will eventually burst. Okay, so they just follow this majoritarian mainstream view, and that's what happened in Great Depression in 1929 in America. Okay, bubble keeps on happening. Why? Investors, they don't think, they just follow. Why? Stock trade, that's how it's done, right? They just buy something popular as popularity go up of the stock, whether it's based on bubble like Bitcoin or not, whether it makes any economic sense, whether this product has any intrinsic value or not. Stock traders, they don't care. They buy, and when the price go up, they sell, and they make profit. Okay, so that's how stock market operates. It's all about herdism, like cows, sheep, reindeers, very animalistic, like herbivores, right? Now you know, okay? If you haven't known that yet, okay? So, and it's not just goods and services; it's also ideologies too. Okay, in humanology, there's ism, study about isms, ideology. It's better be called ismology as opposed to ideology. Idea, ideologology. That's too awkward, right? So yeah, I mean media, they just behave like stock traders, politicians too. Almost everybody behave like herbivores, herds, cows, sheep, reindeers, herding animals. People behave like that. Why? Perhaps because they are busy. Perhaps because they want to make money and they don't really care about what is true. They just want to make money, live an easy life. Okay, be it like gay marriage, gayism, pro tattoo piercism, pro marijuanaism, uh, pro ultra interracialism. Okay, what is ultra interracialism? It's like this. Ultra interracialism is let's redefine it because you don't want to be racially discriminatory. We're gonna table the definition of ultra interracialism. Why? Because I've been warned by Google YouTube not to talk about it. Okay, so but if you want to know what that is, yeah, go look up past episodes. They're still in Google. Okay, because they deleted only one episode and 200 episode 585 and 200 episodes after that I decided not to upload it because pretty much I had the same attitude, offensive. Okay, so okay, but episodes before that, yeah, most likely I talked about ultra interracialism. Okay, so okay, yeah, so media talk about this mainstream ideology, praise it, whether they are correct or not, whether they make sense or not. Like transgenderism, for example. Yeah, people believe a man can change his gender and become a woman. They believe that. But uh, do you have are you a man and do you have a wife? Do you have a daughter? Do you have your mother, your sister, your niece, your aunt? Are you okay with this brand new kind of people going to the using the same female bathroom, female locker room, female restroom? Are you okay with that? Well, okay. So a lot of feminists they oppose transgenderism, right? So that's something I happen to and have to agree with those feminists. Okay, so but they're trying to protect women and their dignity. Okay, I have to agree with that. I'm not a feminist. Okay, I do not want to call myself a feminist. Okay, I just don't want to. But I have to agree with them when they oppose transgenderism. Okay, because it's not me talking; it's feminists talking. Okay, they oppose transgender this bathroom whatever. Okay, because it's right. Yeah, understandably so. So I have to agree with them on that account. Is it okay thing to say? Yeah. It's time to take a break, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let's take a break. Uh, yeah. So we are making some cultural critique, right? This is very important discussion. Okay, we just need to do it more in a civil fashion. Okay, I wasn't in this 200 lost episode. I was mean and I was wrong. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. All right. Yeah, live and learn. Right. I learned a lesson. Okay, so yeah, Google YouTube their policy is sound. Right. But at the same time, we should not censor too much. Okay. Just we should do it in the right middle, right happy middle of the road. Okay. Yeah. So we're done with that discussion. Okay. So uh, just a little bit more. All right. If you let me. Okay. Mr. Miss Google YouTube examiners, policy co- compliance officers. Okay. With your indulgence. All right. So yeah, there are transgender people. Okay. So what do you do with them? They still gotta use bathroom, right? So there's the unisex bathroom, right? In big department store, big supermarket, where if for basically families who, if they need to change diaper for baby, right? Just one person bathroom where you can lock the door behind you, right? Yeah, some supermarkets have that, but not everyone, every public building have that. Why? Because it's expensive to have this one person bathroom on top of male bathroom and female bathroom. So it's business judgment rule, okay? Because not every business is that big to accommodate three kinds of bathroom: male bathroom, female bathroom, and unisex bathroom. Not every business can afford that because it's just too expensive. Okay, so you may argue that we have to accommodate transgender people as a society in order to protect American value of freedom. You can make that argument, right? But like for disabled people, you build a ramp, right, and automatic door, right? Uh, yeah, it's been done before, right? American Disability Act, ADA, whatever, right? So, but as a society, we should think very carefully. Okay, I mean, America is like this. Okay, American freedom. The concept is you can believe whatever you want, and you can do whatever you want as long as you don't harm other people, right? Uh, so that's the argument for pro-gayism, pro-LGBTism. Okay, they're saying what we do behind the bathroom. I mean behind the bedroom door is our business. Uh, that's their argument. Pro-LGBT activists, but it's not that simple. We humanologists we know why, because in ism, ideology, ology, okay, ismology is a branch of in humanology that studies ideologies. Okay, it's a big field. All right, so because in a society, unless you live in an island or some boondock saint in the middle of isolated Alaska, okay, living off the land, unless you do that, if you live in a civilized society, people influence each other. Okay, ideology. It's just there are good ideology and bad ideology. All right, And which one is which? Well, that's up to you, right? But not exactly, okay? But for the sake of discussion and simplicity, let's just say it's up to you, okay? What's good ideology, what's bad? So, ideology spread, it's just like diseases, like coronavirus, right? Ideology spread from person to person. Also, not only that, it spread through media, like television, newspaper, or books. Okay? So back in the days, there were book burning by dictators because in their minds, these books are harmful. So, so ideology is like spirits, ghosts. It could be holy ghosts or it could be demonic, satanic, devilish, unclean spirits. Okay, just like in Bible, right? Yeah, Saint Paul talked about spirit. Not every spirit is good spirit. There's some bad spirit too. Okay, so yeah, we adopt that model from Bible. Okay, when you talk about ideology, uh, yeah, okay. So for another example, tattoo piercism, right? Tattoo piercing, yeah, it's an industry. Yeah, people make money, right? And in their mind, it's freedom of expression, it's form of art, body art. They like that permanence, intimacy, you know, writing something permanent on a permanent basis with ink on their skin. Nowadays, it's very popular, right? But if you ask me, yeah, I'm not a huge fan, right? Um, but this is America, right? So America, because yeah, the freedom is American liberty, American freedom, it's strength, and at the same time, it's American freedom. It can be its vulnerability too. Okay, because uh, in a way, there's just too much freedom in America. Okay, to put it simply. Okay, so for example, drugs, illegal drugs, right? You may argue that just like how that's how they legalized marijuana, right? What I do if I smoke marijuana, so what? I'm not harming anybody. I'm smoking marijuana by myself in my house. I don't. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Okay, I don't smoke marijuana. I don't like marijuana. Okay, but yeah, some people may say, yeah, I smoke marijuana in my house. I don't harm anybody. But ideologies that doesn't never stop just there in private setting. Why? Because ideology is just like diseases. Whether it's good ideology or bad ideology, it start to spread to other people. Okay, so marijuana or LGBT lifestyle, ever since it began in America, it has spread. It has spread. More and more people engage in those activities. And tattoo piercing, yeah, tattoos and piercings, likewise. Okay, it's not just about one person. In time, it spread to other people too. So that's why me as a political candidate, I'm not a politician yet because I haven't been elected. Uh, if you're a politician, if you really care about the future generation, you have to make some judgment call whether this ideology is harmful or beneficial or just harmless, neutral. You have to make that judgment call. Okay? Because ideology has very huge influence on people, not just young people. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, also sugar fatism. Okay, so consumption of excessive sugar and excessive fat. Okay, because now that has to do with the budget situation as well, Medicare, Medicaid. Okay, because if too many Americans indulge in sugar and fat, there's overweightedness and heart problem, aneurysm, diabetes, and who's gonna pay for that? Taxpayers, right? So it becomes budget issue too. Okay, so uh, yeah, so that's why it's very important that we talk about this. Okay, yeah, it has to do with health and yes, aesthetics as well. Okay, you cannot ignore the value of aesthetics because people's happiness depend on it. Okay, health and yeah, beauty. Okay, so those are very important things. Okay, if everybody's happy, everybody's beautiful, violence will cease to exist. There will be no more violence. Okay, so yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired now. Okay, but I'll recover. Yes. I ate something and I'm now digesting. So okay. Okay. So let's switch the topic. Okay. In March there's this political event. I'm not sure if they're gonna give candidates like me, like to pitch campaign speech in March. I don't know, but in case they give people like me, like I'm running for Alaska State Senate. Okay, so if they give candidates about 30 minutes to talk, pitch, campaign, then I have to get ready for it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Oh, hey, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm running for Alaska State Senate. Um, and as you are the voters, so I think you have right to know what my agenda is. And uh, I am Republican mostly, but I have my own agendas. I have my own ideas that may or may not coincide with traditional Republican platform. Okay, I think you have right to know that. Okay, so but I'm mostly Republican. Okay, mostly. But now here's one of my agendas. Okay, so ideas. Uh, if you are elected official, uh, you are representing your district. Okay, you're not representing Republicans in your district. If you are elected official for your district, you are representing everybody. You're serving everybody within your district. Okay, and there are Democrats in your district, and you should represent them too. You should serve them as well. Okay, if you are elected governmental official, your job is to serve people. Not, and that may not the same as serving the party that you are running as. Okay, is it fair to say? Now, if you are a patriot, if you want to be a patriot, you should put America first. America should come before your party. Okay? So that's my vision for the future, okay, in this year 2020, right? I envision a day, okay, Americans, yeah, both Democrats and Republicans come together and have some civil discussion in a respectful fashion, okay, try to understand, even try to learn from the other party, okay, keep an open mind, you know, and be civil and respectful, be good listeners, okay? That's my vision for future America, okay? And if I become elected, I do my best to make that happen, okay? Americans coming together, Republicans and Democrats, because Democrats, they're Americans too. They're not our enemies. We should not see them as our enemies. We should see them as our fellow Americans. Okay? We may disagree, Republicans and Democrats, but we should still come together. Otherwise, we are not going to solve any problems. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, so I think I'm ready. March is coming soon, so you know. What else? Yeah, invention. Yeah, one person car, one person drone. Like back in the days, like Mazda, BMW, they used to make quite small car, very sporty, right? Uh, Comfortable, but it doesn't have to be comfortable. But yeah, some safe car that's small. Okay, for what? Just one person, one passenger, or like one person drone, but they better be gasoline powered. Okay, because electricity, all these batteries, they don't last very long. I mean, they cannot store too much energy. Batteries. Okay, it's just physics. Okay, batteries are not supposed to store humongous amount of energy. That's just physically impossible. Okay, so yeah, Tesla Motor Company, they're investing all those batteries, or they invest in even driverless car. That's a very Uber. Yeah, driverless car it doesn't get worse than that. Driverless car, it will become bullies on the highway. Okay, because if there's this driverless car on the highway, they will like people will be afraid of them, and they should, because it's dangerous. Okay, so they will be the bullies on the highway. Just like in the Terminator movie, right? The rise of the machine. That's driverless car right there. It's something extremely dangerous. Okay, and very, very bad idea. All right. So bubble. All right. But drone is very good concept. One man drone. Okay. Yeah, that's sound concept. But it better be gasoline powered. Okay. And yeah, plants on top of the roof, buildings. Okay, that's a good concept. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, recycling. That's a good concept. I think that's about it. Maybe we'll get back to mathematics. Um, just a little bit, okay? Because yeah, last night. I mean, this morning, early this morning. Yeah, I grabbed my notebook and pencil, and this, something came up to me. Okay. Yeah, I thought about it. You know, this cyclic number sequence. I told you there should be an easier way, and I found it. Okay, I share it with you. Right? Okay. Yeah, let's take a break. Okay. Uh, I guess we grab a whiteboard. Let me grab my notebook, okay? So it was still lying on my bed. Alright, so and I'm gonna drink, okay? It's just dry. Yeah, let's wet this, moisten, humidify this discussion. We need a whiteboard. Ooh. We'll use some empty space here. Okay. You remember how long our equation was? It's because we used mostly traditional mathematics, and then that's why it took such a long, gigantic equation. I watched some YouTube video about tensor analysis, and then the professor said in YouTube for free, okay, the professor said, he showed us this. I also bought his book too, and it's in there too. Okay, this big, humongous equation can be written using tensor method, very simplified way. Okay, so I'm going to introduce to you a mathematics. It's expansion of mathematical language. Okay, we call it Boolean hybrid, and I independently discovered it, but decades ago, about 55 decades ago, somebody discovered it first, Mr. Iverson, and Professor Donald Knuth in Stanford. He talked about that. So later on, I realized, yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, but I didn't know anything about Iverson bracket. Okay, I independently discovered this. Yeah, it's rediscovery, so I called it Boolean hybrid because that's exactly what it is. Okay, it's like introducing computer programming concept into mathematical language in order to expand the power of mathematical language. Okay, so it's some extension, right? But not by too much. Okay, but it does wonders. Okay. Yeah, this what? Extraction function, right? And counting function, yeah, it's long, right? You have this binarification function, so it becomes too bulky, right? But using Boolean hybrid, we're gonna call it Boolean hybrid because that's what it is. Okay. You have number sequence like 5 to 7, 5 to 7, 5 to 7, right? And index, so this is an. Index will start from 0. Okay? And n row, period is 3, right? N row 3 is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, right? So then an can be expressed as this. 5 and n row 3 is equal to 0, and 2 n row 3 is equal to 1, and 7 is power, okay, to the power. N row 3 is equal to 2. Okay, this is it. Using Boolean hybrid. Okay, so an in general is we call this digit 0, digit 1, digit 2. Okay, So pi I from 1, I mean from 0 to period p minus 1 uh, digit ith to the power of uh, n rho p is equal to I. That's it. Isn't it pretty? I think it's beautiful. Okay? Yeah, this Boolean hybrid, Boolean term is if these two terms are equal, 1. If they are not equal, 0. And some digit to the 0th is 1. And we have to define for our purpose 0 to the 0th is 1. Okay? By definition. Okay? Because this digit can be 0. Okay, so then we are good. This is it. Okay? Yeah, it's Boolean hybrid Iverson bracket. Okay, so how do you spell Iverson? Yeah, there's Wikipedia article about that. Okay, Iverson bracket. Yeah, Mr. Iverson, he's a computer programmer, also briefly a professor, also entrepreneur. Okay, he made this computer programming language called A programming language APL. Okay. So Professor Daniel Knuth, who is a computer scientist, also mathematician. Okay, very good one, by the way. Yeah, he kind of coined this term Iverson bracket because he recognized it's something very powerful. Okay, it's a generalization of this Boolean hybrid, and you can express this in terms of Kronecker delta too. Okay. Yeah. This Boolean hybrid. Okay. Uh, Here we just use regular parentheses. Okay. But Professor Daniel Knuth, he used this so-called Iverson bracket. Okay. So, and this guy is same as Kronecker delta. Uh, well, to avoid the confusion, Kronecker delta n rho 3 and 2. If these two things are equal, 1. Otherwise, 0. Okay? But you plugging this Kronecker delta in there, this becomes too bulky. Okay, so yeah, it's already there, Kronecker delta. Okay, so Professor Donald Knuth, the way he explains is, yeah, Iverson bracket is generalization of Kronecker delta, and which is correct. That's correct concept because it doesn't have to be equal to. It could be any Boolean expression like larger than, less than, belong to this set, membership, whatever. Okay, so, or even not equal to. Okay, any Boolean expression will do. Okay, we call it Boolean hybrid because we are hybridizing. We are mixing up Boolean algebra and traditional algebra. Okay, so yeah, Boolean hybrid, that's probably better term. Okay, so okay, let me take a picture of this. Yes, yes, yes. So like, yeah, it's not too new because I mean, traditionally, I mean, in 20th century, in 1900, yeah, Kronecker delta has been there for a long time, right? So yeah, you can use Kronecker delta, but yeah, so we got it, right? Because I was wondering, there must be simpler way to do this. Yeah, it was Boolean hybrid. Okay, what is this? It's if then else. Come to program concept. If then else. If this is same, return one. If this is not the same, if this Boolean expression is false, return zero. That's computer program concept. Kronecker delta. Okay. Kronecker delta or Iverson bracket is computer program concept. Okay. Or fault order logic. Conditional statement. Propositional logic. Okay. If then else. Yeah. Very good. Okay, we had enough fun with mathematics. Okay, we got it. We got the long formula, short formula. All right, that's enough. All right, that should be enough. So yeah, it's very beautiful formula, right? Yeah. Who would have known? I didn't until this morning. So I slept on it, right? I was thinking, there must be simpler way to express this cyclic sequence, and then let's just make an example, 5 to 7, 5 to 7. Okay. So I grabbed my notebook and worked this out, and it turned out to be this simple. Okay, did we do this already? I kind of have this deja vu feeling. Okay, maybe we already did. I don't know. As a passing thought, maybe we did write down something like this. Maybe. Okay, so doesn't matter. We got it. Okay. Yeah. So we take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we get back to this humanology concept of distance. Okay, and time, the relationship between time and distance in one equation. Okay? Uh, it's something very cool. Okay, so we'll pick that up. We briefly did that yesterday, but yeah. What's the relationship between time and distance? Okay, in one equation. Okay? But we are not dealing with physics. Okay, this is humanology purely. Okay, so, but still. Okay? Alright. Okay. Yeah, got some Alaskan oxygen in. Okay, let's switch the whiteboard and get back to humanology. Okay. I'm glad I have so many pens now. Every whiteboard has a pen and eraser, so I don't have to like look for them. Ah, good. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. My back is still sore, when you're old, it takes longer time to heal, okay? But it's getting better. I can feel it. Yeah, I did run. Okay. Lunchtime. Was good. I did push-ups too. Yeah, on the frozen ice. Funny thing. So I got down to the frozen ice surface and started doing the push-up, and I heard the sound, ice breaking, like. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Okay, so, but right now, ice still thick. It's like 2 feet deep, thick, 2 feet thick ice, so it's safe. I know when it's dangerous. Okay, so then I stop running on the ice. Okay, so yeah, no need to worry about me. Okay, I can take care of myself. So, but thank you for your concern. Okay. Couple of years ago, one time, I was in the middle of the frozen lake. Maybe it was in March. Okay, I heard that sound, ice breaking sound, like twice. Okay, so I was like very gingerly slowly walk back to the shore. Right, so yeah, yeah, we guys are dumb, right? We do dumb things like that. Okay, so closeness. Okay, it's 1/distance. If you are very very close, it means the distance between you and your beloved one, family member, whoever, the distance is very small. Closeness, very big. How proximity, how close you are to this person. Bigly, okay? So, uh, and this is time, my friend, okay? And we call, in humanology, we call it memory time, right? You spend a lot of time thinking about this person or observing that person, okay? Uh, that's memory time. The time, the summation of time, this person's image, this person's thought register in your short-term memory, random access memory, RAM. All right, and but because if it's long time ago, you forget, right? That's why it's memory degradation, and we modeled it with e to the x exponential function. Okay, long time ago, yeah. Even if you spend a lot of time thinking about that person, but it's such a long time ago, right? So yeah, It's integration, okay, the time axis, and with this curve, exponential curve, okay, because it gets shallower and shallower, thinner and thinner as time goes by. Long time ago, right? So memory is very hazy, right? So the memory degradation curve, we model it with e to the x. Why? Because it's easier to integrate. You integrate this, e to the x. Differentiate it, e to the x. Okay? Yeah. That's why we use this. Okay, so it's a model, alright? So approximation anyway, so why not use something easy? As easy as e to the x, okay? So yeah, time is 1 over distance, okay? So at least in humanology, okay? Yeah. So that's the relationship between time and space, okay? What's memory time, okay? Yeah. Any questions? Good time, good time. So this uh, integral term, okay? Did I go too fast yesterday? Well, I was drunk, okay? So, for example, this area, we call it A2, right? A2 is integral. First period, second period, third period, okay? In second period, you have here, you have P2, 1, and here you have P2, 2, start and end, right? So P2, 1 to P2, 2, e to the teeth dt, okay? So that's area 2. Okay? So there's a theoretical model of memory time, alright? So, yeah. Did I not explain enough to you? I did in those 200 episode, okay? That's why I don't feel like explaining this too much. Because I already did. But it's not uploaded in the YouTube, so it's this, okay? Let's say President Trump, okay? He does not know me. Because I'm nobody, alright? But I know him, I read his books, and I see him on TV, read about him in news, because I like him. He's an entertaining figure, okay? Although I don't agree with every single issue, okay? Yeah, there are things I don't like about his opinion or what he did, and yes, but yeah, he's interesting, very entertaining kind of figure. So yeah, I read about him in the news. So distance, humanological distance, it has directionality. President Trump, he does not know me, but I know President Trump. That's how celebrity works, right? Fans, fan base, right? So distance from me to President Trump is very close because I read about him. So his image, his words, his concept register in my memory quite a few times, frequently. Okay. So, but distance from President Trump to me, that's infinite. Why? He doesn't even know who I am. Okay. So, uh, yeah. So memory time of President Trump on me is 0. So 0 go to the other side. Let's not talk about Trump, President Trump. Let's talk about the Beatles, like John Lennon or Madonna or whoever. Okay. Okay, so we go to the other way. Okay, so t time over one. That's what distance is. Okay, it's algebra, right? So distance from A to B is equal to uh, so from President Trump to me, how much time President Trump spent time thinking about me? Zero. So 1 over 0, infinite distance. So distance from President Trump to me, infinite. Okay? So, and this is not equal to the distance from me. Let's say my name is Brian, and President Trump, we give him a nickname, okay? Yeah, I have to watch my mouth. Okay, so yeah, let's just call him Mr. Arthur. Okay. So Mr. President Trump Arthur, okay. Yeah, I think about him quite a bit. So me, Brian, think about Mr. President Trump Arthur. I think about him a lot. I read about him. I talk about him. So 1 over some big number, very small number. So distance is very short. Okay? So that's the concept. That's the humanological distance, okay? It took me a long while to figure this out, okay? But we got it. Okay? Your good old friend, long time ago, your childhood friend, okay? You spent a lot of time with your childhood friend, right? Long time ago, though. That's why, even if this period is quite long, maybe you hung out with your friend when you're 5 years old, like everyday basis for a year, long period of time, his image registered in your brain that time. But because it's such a long time ago, it shallows down degradation of memory, right? So the distance between from you to that friend is quite big because this memory time, which contains this integral of e to the x, e to the t, is become very small number. As time goes by, it becomes smaller and smaller. So 1 over small number, big distance. Now you are getting it? Interesting concept, isn't it? It's a good model, right? It took me a long time to figure this out. Okay, I struggled with it. I finally got this like last year, in the 200 Lost episode. I think, right? I was very happy with the result. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this mathematics is nothing difficult, right? Very elementary, calculus, right? So, in order to come up with a good model, you don't need some fancy mathematics. You don't. Okay? You don't need to know too much about mathematics, okay? Just basic college level mathematics. Many times it suffices. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Do you want to go back to mathematics, or you want me to show you more about humanology? Because this is just one small, very small part of humanology. We call it. Uh, we shouldn't call this mathematical humanology because that's too generic. In every branch of humanology, pretty much we use mathematics everywhere. So that's not descriptive, specific enough. So we just call it humanological distance, right? Uh, yeah, humanological distance theory. Okay, or memory time theory, whatever, right? Okay. So yeah, the closeness. Yeah, we'll also call this time. Okay, memory time. Okay. We'll take a break and we'll do what's called feeling equation. Feeling, human feeling, emotion. Okay, and it also has to do with ismology, the study of ideologies. Okay, why ideology spreads, how ideologies spread uh, from person to person using this humanological distance concept. Okay, this will be a part of that feelings equation, and which will in turn explain how the mechanism of how and why ideologies spread from person to person. Let's do that. Okay, we did enough mathematics. Okay, it's a good exercise. It keeps our brain sharp. Okay, and also when we deal with very difficult mathematics, we excel in humanology because mathematics and humanology compared to that pure mathematics, this is just so easy, right? Yeah, it's like muscle building basically. Okay, if you're trying to lift up like 50 pounds dumbbell, you lift up 10-pound dumbbell, it's just too easy, right? Yeah, we'll take a break. Okay. All right. I hope you understand this, okay? Because this is something extremely cool. All right. So, all right. Okay, we're back. Do you like humanology or what? I like it a lot. Yeah, I love it. I'm loving it. Quoting McDonald's advertisement. Ah. I like this indie music because some of them are really good, high quality, independent, small groups. Ah, okay. We're gonna erase this guy. I'm gonna sing you a song. Uh, I heard this song in the radio, kind of indie music channel. So I looked up the lyrics because such a charming song. Very simple lyrics. It goes like this. Darling, loving you is such an easy thing to do. It's such an easy thing to do. So let me do it. Darling, loving you is such an easy thing to do. It's such an easy thing to do. So let me do it. I love that song, okay? So I looked them up and they call themselves the Ballroom Thieves, okay? Okay, what do you steal in a ballroom? Dance partners, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, great percussion and great electric guitar. Very well made music. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, regaining my strength because I was digesting, food. So I ate something before this recording, so it's all gone now. So now it's giving me energy, and now also my stomach is getting empty. I can drink too. Okay. So, uh, okay. Feelings equation, huh? Okay. It goes like this. Okay, feeling. Well, we can call it emotion equation, right? Because it becomes like the equation becomes like energy in physics, like gravitational energy. Okay, so it's something really cool. I hope you like it. Okay, so human analytical distance go downstairs. Okay, just like gravitational energy. Yeah, gravitational energy. What is that? Gravitational energy is equal to g times m1 m2 over r, because r squared, that's force, gravitational force, multiplied by something like r or integral whatever, so r squared become r, right? Because energy is equal to F times distance, space, Fs, right? Yeah, work, right? Yeah, they put minus for to express this binding energy, but whatever, okay? Right? So, emotional energy, emotion, feeling equation, okay, is equal to something dot product, and it's it's like view or opinion, but we don't want to use O because it looks like zero. Okay, we'll just call it view vector. Okay, uh, and in humanology, emotion and distance, humanological distance, it has directionality. Okay, distance from A to B is different, totally different from distance from B to A. Okay, let's say you're a huge fan of John Lennon. Okay, he passed away, and let's say you're born after Mr. John Lennon passed away. So there's no way Mr. John Lennon know anything about you, unless he went to heaven and he's proud of you and thank you for thanking you for listening to his music. Okay, but we don't talk about afterlife very much. We talk about sometimes in humanology. Okay, but mostly we talk about people who are alive. Okay, so like Jesus said, yeah, God is God of the living, not God of the dead, right? So anyway, so yeah, John Lennon, he doesn't know anything about you, but you know a lot about John Lennon if you're a huge fan, like I am. All right, so okay, so view vector, okay, uh, view of A and view of B as far as A knows, because A could be mistaken. So what is view vector? So that's the feeling equation, okay? Emotion equation, whatever. I'd rather use E because it's kind of like emotional energy, okay? And it looks like this gravitational energy too, right? Kinda. Okay. This is dot product because this view is a vector. Okay. So what is a view vector? View vector is uh, it's kind of like politics or religion, whatever your viewpoint is. Okay. On issues, we'll talk about two issues. Okay. Out of minus 10 to 10, all right, anti-pro. How about gone? Okay. How about second issue, abortion? Okay, so let's say your name is Arthur, all right? You're pro-gun, 100%, and you're anti-abortion, 100%. Okay, so okay, you're a huge fan of Beatles, okay, and so you're very close to John Lennon. You think about John Lennon all the time. I mean, you listen to John Lennon's music all the time. Okay, you're a huge fan, right? Then you learned or you read an article which could be false or true, right? Maybe you're misunderstanding John Lennon. But as far as you, Arthur, know about John Lennon, the Beatles, John Lennon is like, as far as you know about John Lennon, the Beatles, John Lennon is like anti-gun and slightly pro-abortion. Okay. Now, if you do that product on this, so uh, V A dot V B, well, it's A B, but whatever. That product gave minus 100. Wait. Anti-abortion. Yeah, John Lennon is slightly anti-abortion. Okay, so this is because minus 100 plus 10, right, becomes minus 90. Okay, so John Lennon is slightly anti-abortion. You bigly abortion. So in terms of abortion issue, you and John Lennon agree, plus 10. Okay, but in terms of gun, John Lennon is anti-gun. He's a pacifist. You know, anti-war, anti-gun. But you're pro-gun. You're a Republican. Okay, so you strongly disagree. Like minus 10 times plus 10, minus 100. Okay, so if you add them together, it becomes minus 90. Okay, and if your distance is very close, like 0.01, very close distance, minus 90, minus 9,000. Okay, so you feel very, very disappointed about Mr. John Lennon. It causes you a lot of pain. And actually, that's why this assassin of John Lennon, because he was huge fan of John Lennon, but at the same time, he was huge fan of Jesus. So he was so disappointed at Mr. John Lennon, and that's why he decided to assassinate John Lennon, and he did. Okay, it's sad, right? But we are just explaining what happened. We are just describing it. Okay. Now, we have to talk about some crimes. Okay. When somebody dies, all right, police, detectives, they invest. FBI, they investigate. Is this some what's that term? Foul play involved? Is this person's death accidental, or is it foul play? Is it murder? Right? The usual suspect are people who know this person. Many times, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, parent, children, they are the usual suspects. People are around them, or their friends, employees, employers, friends, colleagues. Okay, so because when two people are very close and when they disagree, there's this amplifying factor. To express this, uh, what is 1 over 0.01? 100, right? What is 100? Closeness, proximity, memory time. Okay? So this equation explains why domestic abuse, domestic violence, or murder mostly happens, even rape. All these crimes mostly happens between people who know each other, even between lovers or married couple, boyfriend, girlfriend, or ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, or husband and wife, unfortunately, and parent and children, siblings. Okay, uh, those are the usual suspects. Police, detectives, they know it. It's statistics, and this equation explains that. Okay. But I'm sorry, it's getting dark, right? It's very dark subject matter. But if you want to get rid of crimes once and for all from humanity, like I do, we have to understand why things are the way are crimes. We have to understand the problem in order to solve it. Elimination of crime once and for all from humanity. That's one of my presidential campaign agenda. I want to eliminate crime, not reduce it. No, I want to eliminate it, get rid of it once and for all. Not just from America, from the entire humanity, human history. Okay, I have big ambition. Okay, so in order to solve the problem, you have to understand it. Okay, we take 5 minutes break. Okay, I'm sorry it's too dark subject matter, but this equation is very universal one. Uh, we'll think about some lighter subject. Okay, because two people can agree too. Okay, and we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah. It's a very powerful equation, okay? So we'll take a break. Because there's a lot to this, right? Okay. This is my kind of like nerd glasses. Not exactly, you know. Yeah, it's good looking glasses, but kind of like student looking, studious kind of glasses. Okay, so uh, my parents bought me these glasses in Korea, by the way. Okay, they make good glasses in Korea. Okay, it's very affordable too, right? A couple of years ago when I went visit. Okay, all right. Now, yeah, it doesn't really have to be this negative. Okay, so uh, my goodness, it's cold. Global warming or not, it's still Alaska winter, so it does get cold. Okay, so how about this? I just button my trench coat, raincoat. Cranberry vodka. I'm kind of excited, okay, because finally I can share this video here. This could be pre what Diluvian. This is deluge, right? Noah's Ark, Great Flood, deluge. So pre-Diluvian equation, because it could exist in this pre uh, 200 lost episode. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like Great Deluge. Okay, Noah's Ark, whatever. My head is kind of Noah's Ark. Okay, because I retain memory. I don't smoke marijuana. Okay, so yeah, I have good memory. All right, so 200 episode. Yeah, it's gone. I mean, I still have it in my external hard drive, but it's not in YouTube. Okay, 200 lost episode. I think this is pre-Diluvian. Before that great flood. Okay, where 200 episode in humanology disappeared. Okay, so I think it's before that. Okay, because this is very simple equation. I knew about this for a long time. So most likely it's like in from 0 to 585 episode, probably somewhere there. Okay, so because yeah, but the problem I had was in this distance term. That took me very long time. Okay, but this feeling equation or emotion equation expressed as dot product between two viewpoints, two view vectors or opinion vectors, that I have known it for a long time. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about friendship. Okay. Let's say you're in college, or in high school, middle school, elementary school, or you are in MBA program, postgraduate with PhD, masters. You're in school, okay? And you have classmate, right? Because I'm a guy, let's assume you're a guy, right? Why? Because it's easier to talk about. I don't know anything about women. I don't understand women, right? So it's easier for me to be male centered, male oriented point of view because I know nothing about women, what they think, how they feel, because I'm not a woman. Okay? So you are in a school, first day in class, a semester. Let's say you're in college, okay? So yeah, first day in class in this fall semester. Well, spring is coming, okay, spring semester, okay. Let's say it's mathematics class, right? So big class, about 100 students, like this sardine can, right? Yeah, third semester calculus, where they teach you vector calculus, which is real cool stuff, like Green theorem, Stokes theorem, curl, divergence. Okay, I really enjoy that. Okay, so it is beautiful. Vector calculus is something extremely beautiful. Okay, yeah, huge fan, huge fan. Okay, yeah, vector calculus is very beautiful. Okay, and they're not just theoretical; they have practical significance in engineering too. Divergence, curl, Green theorem, Stokes theorem, whatever, right? So yeah, you're in this fourth day in spring semester, third semester calculus, okay? And it's 100 people, so you're kind of late in this fourth day in class. So you look around, where is empty seat? It's back corner, back left corner, jam packed full of these 100 students, future engineers, future scientists, right? Okay, probably not future doctors. I don't think. I'm not sure medical school they require the third semester calculus class or not. I don't know. I didn't go to medical school. Okay, so I don't. I'm pretty sure they require at least 2 semesters of college calculus, but third semester I'm not sure if medical school require that. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Let me look it up. Okay. I'm not sure if they need it. Okay, I know they have to take organic chemistry, biochemistry, whatever, right? Medical school calculus requirement. One or 2 semesters of mathematics, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. A semester of calculus and a semester of statistics. So 1 or 2 semesters of mathematics. So yeah, no health profession schools require multivariate calculus. Yeah, so third semester calculus they don't require that. Okay, most medical school. That's what I thought. Yeah, but I do know they require some. I don't know how many. Maybe 2 semesters of physics, 2 semesters of chemistry. I think. Most likely 2 semesters of calculus too. Okay, whatever. But third semester calculus. Okay, you are in this classroom. You kind of late. You look around. Where is the empty seat? Just back corner, left corner. So you just there. And next to you is another guy. Okay, you're a guy. So yeah, obviously he was kind of late too. It's left back corner of this 100 student calculus 3 class, right? So obviously you have some common interest, okay? You're not going to medical school. Most likely the guy sitting next to you, you about same age, same gender, and most likely interest in science, engineering, okay? A lot of common denominators, okay? Yeah. So after this class, the very first class in this spring semester is over in this college. Third semester calculus, calculus 3, vector calculus, right? Yeah. So it happened to be a class that starts like 11 o'clock. So after this class, noon. It's like lunchtime. Okay? So after this class, the very first class in this spring semester is over, you and this guy start talking. And he seems to be a nice guy, right? So you and he decide to go to cafeteria together. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, hey, what's your major? Where you are from? How did you like this calculus class, professor, and on and on. Okay? Is it time to take a break yet? I think it is. I need some vocal rest. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This equation is very generic, right? There's a lot to this. We can explain many things like gravitational force, Newtonian equation, formula for gravitational force. It explains many things. That's why they dubbed it, honored it as universal gravitation. It explains the Earth rotating around the sun, moon rotating around the Earth, apple falling on top of the head of this Sir Isaac Newton, baseball player, pitcher throwing the ball and coming down, following this parabolic trajectory, maximum angle, maximizing angle being 45 degrees. I mean, if you're a male, when you urinate, you can experiment that by varying the angle. Yeah, when your organ's angle is 45 degrees, it goes the farthest. Urination, okay? So, I mean, when I was in middle school in Seoul, South Korea, our physics teacher mathematically proved that using sine and cosine, maximum 45 degree angle is the maximizing distance, distance maximizing angle. But yeah, we were wowed, okay? We were very impressed and we liked that lecture. But you don't have to know much about physics to know that 45-degree angle is the distance, horizontal distance maximizing angle. And if you're male, yeah, you can adjust the angle when you urinate outside. Okay, you can adjust this angle of your organ in winter, snow covered winter, to see what angle your certain your urine go furthest. It's like happy middle, not 90. I mean, then it's not pretty thin, right? And not zero angle. Okay, it's right in the middle, happy middle, middle of the road, like Aristotelian or Solomonian, middle of the road. Okay, 45-degree equals the furthest, right? And you can apply that in politics too. Okay, you do not want to be far left or far right. You kind of want to be in the middle. Okay, because in political spectrum, it's like bell curve, normal distribution, Gaussian curve, right? Most people are in the middle somewhere. Okay, so if you are kind of in the middle, yeah, you get the most vote and you become the president. You get elected, right? Same concept. Okay, so physics, politics, who can combine all that? Only in this humanology. Okay, so that's the magic of this particular brand of humanology. Okay, so yeah, welcome. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, I need some more rest. There's some army joke about that. I'll tell you later. Okay, so okay. So, yeah, Army days. Yeah, I was in the U.S. Army as a junior enlisted soldier. But by then, I have my bachelor's degree in computer science from Madison, Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. Okay, I love Wisconsin cheese. I eat it every now and then because it's so good. But I have to watch what I eat because I'm 41 years old. Okay, I love Wisconsin pickles, hot mama, very spicy, form texture, big cucumber. Okay, they sell it in Alaska. Okay, yeah, it's very popular brand. Wisconsin pickles, huge fan. It's in my refrigerator. Okay, Americans are very smart. Okay, so I tell you, let's take a breath from this. Okay, I tell you some army story. Yeah, I enlisted as a junior enlisted soldier in U.S. Army because back then, in yes San Jose, California, I went there after my 3 years tenure as a computer programmer slash part-time actor slash director slash writer slash cinematographer slash composer. Okay, because I did all that for my movie therapy for metaphobia. Okay, uh, you better watch it before somebody get rid of it. Okay, because it deals with some controversial topics too. Okay, so yeah, I made that movie in feature length, 70 minutes, hour and 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, I made it in California, Mojave Desert. Okay, go watch it if you want to. Okay, before somebody get rid of it. All right. So anyway, yeah, I was full time computer programmer when I made this movie. Okay, and then after 3 years in California, Los Angeles, it's just too hot, too dry. So I started to get this constipation. So I had to move out of Los Angeles, California. My life was miserable. Okay, this constipation, this it's too hot and dry. Okay, I had the same problem when I was deployed to Afghanistan, desert environment. I don't do very well in hot and dry places. I love desert landscape. It's beautiful, cactus and desert flower. Who's that band? Police? Name of the band. Okay, what's this guy's name? I forgot. Sting. There's a road that rain. Na da 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 da. Kind of Indian fusion. Yeah, beautiful song. Anyways, yeah, I love desert landscape. I went hiking many times in California. Okay, I love California. Okay, it's beautiful landscape. Yeah, San Diego, Los Angeles, beautiful, but all this eucalyptus tree and hummingbirds, right? Yeah, beautiful. I love California. I love San Diego. Okay, but it's too dry, too hot, and when I'm there, I get constipation. Okay, so I had the same problem when I deployed to 1 year in Afghanistan, Middle East. All right, so I don't do very well in hot, dry environment. Okay, so after 3 years in California, Los Angeles, uh, because I was having this constipation. Yeah, I resigned from my computer programmer job and put all my film gear, filming camera, this mini DV tapes, my desktop computer in storage, rented storage. Okay, And I moved up to San Jose, California. Okay, because it rains there. All right, and it's not as hot. It's not as dry in Northern California. Okay, so I just moved up there. Okay, yeah, I applied for jobs in this San Jose, California, kind of Silicon Valley, 1 hour south of San Francisco. Okay, I was doing okay with interviews. Okay, yeah, I interviewed with Mozilla, Firefox. Okay, I interviewed with some other companies, gaming companies, and even Nvidia. Right, there was telephone interview, and it's like graphics CPU. Right, yeah, I wasn't up to that because they're more too high tech. Okay, so but some gaming companies, okay, and web browser companies, okay, yeah, I was doing fine with the interview, okay. But one day I decided to join the U.S. Army instead. Why? Uh, I stayed in this room. I rented a room in San Jose, California. Yeah, college kids, okay, kind of frat, not bred, but fraternity, kind of like off campus, kind of like college kids, kind of younger people, because by then I was like 31 years old. Okay, yeah, they're in their early 20s. Okay, cool kids. Okay, yeah, but I was looking for a job in Silicon Valley, San Jose, California. Okay, so unemployed. Yeah, these boys, okay, they went to school or they went to job, their day job, whatever, right? So I was alone. It was two-story house. I rented one room. Okay. I also was studying for LSAT, law school admission test. Okay. I was studying for that, applying to jobs. I kept myself busy, and in the middle of some weekday, I was alone because they went to their work, day job, school, classes. Okay. Yeah, the boys who are still are 10 years younger than me. Okay, so I was home alone. Okay, just waiting for interview or not. Okay, and it's two-story house, so they have nice balcony. Okay, kind of rooftop party place, right? I was alone, and then I had this epiphany moment, like Jesus, because I remembered what I read in Bible. I read Bible 3 times. Once in old Korean language, once in modern Korean language, and third time King James Old English. Okay, cover to cover, 3 times. Okay, yeah, old Korean, modern Korean, new Korean language, and old English. All right. So I remember Jesus saying, "What you give to the least of all is what you gave to me." And then I started crying. Yeah, I was watching this cable TV, right? GoArmy.com, right? I was ambitious. Okay, I wanted to get a job in Silicon Valley as a computer programmer, and I was studying for law school admission test to get into law school. I was ambitious, but I remember this Jesus saying in New Testament, "What you gave to the least of all is what you gave to me." Okay. So I started crying. Okay. I was alone in this house, frat house. Okay. But I started crying. Okay. So maybe I should join the U.S. Army. Okay. But back then, what year was that? 2009. when I was like 31 years old. Okay? I didn't know anything about US military. So I just walked into this recruiting station next to Walmart in San Jose, California, and it happened to be US Army. Because I didn't know anything about US military, Navy, Air Force, Army, Marine, Coastal Guard. I thought they're all the same, but they are not. They have they are five different branches: Army, Air Force, Marine, Navy, Coastal Guard, Pentagon. Five different branches. They have different recruiting stations, but it happened to be Army recruiting station. Okay, so okay, so I had some interviews, some gaming companies in San Jose, California, around there. Okay, yes, Santa Clara or Santa Clarita, or there's Cupertino, whatever, and there's this what, Palo Alto, like Xerox or Stanford, whatever. It's all yes. Palo Alto is further south, I guess. Whatever, right? Yeah, interviews and job applications, whatever. Okay, but this gaming company, okay, there's this, I guess, some female secretary who gave me some attitude. Okay, I'm the interviewers. They were very nice to me. Okay, but this female secretary gave me some attitude. Oh, you're like a beggar, computer programmer, beggar. You apply for jobs, right? She didn't say that to me, but that was her attitude. Like, oh, you're pathetic, begging for jobs. I was like, you know what? I'm 31 years old. I'm too old for this. Getting this kind of attitude. So I had some second thought. Try to get a job in Silicon Valley. Okay, I had some second thought. Okay, so at the age of 31, come on, because by then I've been through a lot. Okay, so yeah, the secretary of this gaming company giving some attitude like that, I was not okay with it. Okay, that's one of the factors among many. At the same time, there are other factors why I decided to join the U.S. Army as a junior enlisted soldier, as opposed to getting a job in Silicon Valley as a computer programmer. Okay. Another factor, yeah, I've been computer programming for 3 years in Los Angeles, California, Pasadena, and West LA. Very brain intensive. Okay. But you may say I'm geeky, nerdy, cookie kind of guy, mathematics, physics. Yes, that's part of me, but the other part, some other part of me is athletics. I love martial arts, dancing. Yes, cooking, push ups, sit ups, running. So I'm not all about this brainy stuff. No, I want physical stuff too. Yeah, hammer, nail, carpentry. I do some of that, okay? I clean my house with vacuum. I do my laundry. Physical labor, yeah, I like that too. Okay? Yeah. Physics and metaphysics. I want you to strike some balance between metaphysics and physics. Okay? For past 3 years, I was a computer programmer. Before that, 2 years stint in PhD computational biology in Ivy League school, Cornell, okay, Eastern Coast. Before that, 7 years in Wisconsin, I was studying foreign languages, acting, computer science, mathematics, physics, biology, biochemistry. Before that, Seoul, South Korea, high school, middle school, elementary school, studying English, mathematics, physics. I wanted to give my brain some break. So I joined the US Army to get back to this more physical brawn as opposed to brain. I wanted to give my brain some break, some rest, Sabbath. Right? So what happened in this army recruiting station? Oh, they welcomed me, embraced me. They were not like this female secretary in this Silicon Valley gaming company who gave me attitude. No. Yeah, army guys, recruiters, okay? They embraced me, they appreciated me. I was welcomed. I signed in. And I started training on my own, push ups, sit ups, and running. No problem, okay? But there were some wrinkles because I stayed in this college flats, flat, perhaps brats. I don't know. Okay, they're good kids. Okay, I wouldn't call them brats. Okay, but they did smoke marijuana. I snowed on California in 2009. They're college kids. They smoke marijuana. Okay. So when they smoke, I get second-hand smoking. Did I smoke marijuana? Yeah, I did. Okay, so, but to join the U.S. Army, you get this urine test, right? Maybe I shouldn't have smoked that marijuana. Okay. And besides that, this second-hand smoking of this marijuana. Okay, so, but there was initial, okay, because I don't smoke marijuana. I don't like marijuana, okay. So it was like once or twice, right? Yeah. And secondhand smoking because I was staying there. Because I don't like marijuana. I like cigarette because I'm old school. I like tobacco. Okay. Just to be friend, these guys. Okay. Yeah, I smoked marijuana once or twice with them. Okay. Because they are my landlords, right? We can't relate to this equation, okay? Uh, there's a lot to this. We may continue this tomorrow, right? To minimize pain, you can distance yourself from somebody who disagree with you, okay? This strategy number one. To minimize pain, when you find out this person is very different from you, you increase the distance to decrease the pain because you and this person disagree. Okay? It's negative up there. To minimize this negative emotion, pain, yeah, you increase the distance to minimize the pain, right? This one strategy. Strategy number two, okay? You become more like that person so that you agree with this person because, like it or not, he's your employer, colleague, employee, your roommate, your landlord, your family member, okay? So yeah, you change your opinion about things. You become more like that person. Okay? Because you cannot decrease the distance. I mean, you cannot increase the distance. Because they're your family member, your roommate, your colleague, your employer, your employee. Okay? You cannot change the distance between you and that person. So you decide to become more like that person. You change yourself in order to increase, I mean, in order to decrease the pain. You compromise to decrease the pain, to minimize the pain level. Because you cannot change the distance. They're your family member, your friend, your colleague, your employer, your employee. You cannot change the distance. You cannot. What do? Either you try to change that person or you change yourself in order to decrease the pain. I told you there's a lot to this equation. Okay? Once you find out this person, your classmate, have some different opinion as you learn about that person, your classmate, you may increase the distance to minimize the pain. Okay? You may go to this classroom like 10 minutes earlier so that you can sit away from this guy who initially you thought could be your friend. As you learned about him in this lunch break, you realize this guy is liberal and you are conservative. So next day you went to this calculus 3 vector calculus start semester calculus class 10 minutes earlier so that you distance yourself between he and you. You want to be diagonally distant, far away. You realized this guy is liberal and you're conservative. So yeah, you went to this vector calculus class, third semester calculus class, 10 minutes early so that he's sitting left back corner. You are diagonally distant, the maximized distance. You get there 10 minutes early. Now you are up front, right corner, in order to maximize the distance, to minimize emotional pain, disagreement. Okay? Yeah, strategy 3, right? We'll take 5 minutes break, right? I spell it out for you. To minimize the pain, to maximize pleasure. Yeah, pursuit of happiness. That's what everybody wants, right? Maximization of pleasure, happiness, minimization of pain and suffering. Right? That's what everybody wants, right? 3 strategies. Okay? I told you I break it down for you. I already did. I write it down for you, okay? After 5 minutes break. Okay? Plot thickens, right? Yeah, it's getting very interesting. Right. Okay. We take 5 minutes break, right? are back. You know, after all is said and done, yeah, I'm Asian male. I drink alcohol. I smoke cigarettes. Asian male, adult. I do martial art. Right. I do mathematics, physics. Okay. Kind of Asian nerd in America, right? Cookie, geeky, whatever. There's another K word, but I'm not gonna use that because I gotta watch my mouth. Because Google, YouTube examiners, they're watching me. Like, I cannot use the other K word, okay? But perhaps I can spell it. I won't, okay? I'm cookie, geeky. Can I say this? For the sake of rhyming. Yeah, geeky, kinky. How about that? I rhyme, right? I'm a poet, okay? I used to write all these love poems, okay? Cookie, geeky, kinky. Is it okay to say that? Come on, give me some poetic allowance, please. Huh? Mr. Miss Google, YouTube, examiners, reviewers, policy compliance officers. Give me a break. Allow me, bestow me some allowance for poetic allowance, whatever. Okay. I just want to rhyme, alright? I just wanted to rhyme, okay. Geeky, kinky, gooky, cookie. Give me a break, please. Don't censor me too much. I'm a human being too. Aren't you? Don't you go to bathroom? Oh, Mr. Miss Google, YouTube reviewers, examiners, the policy compliance officers. Hey, you are a human being too. I don't know what nationality, ethnicity you may have, Mr. Miss Google, YouTube examiners. But you're Homo sapiens, right? You love your freedom, right? Why can't you allow me some degree of freedom? I don't know what you majored in your undergrad career or your master's degree. Okay? I mean, this is one person who's watching this, okay? I'm not sure if that's Google YouTube examiner who get paid for watching this thing because it's their job to do, or maybe some real, not fake but real true viewer. I don't know, there's no way for me to tell. Okay, but you are welcome here. Okay, so I mean, whether you are Google YouTube employee or not, if you're watching this, thank you. Okay? We strategy 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I promise you, right? Yeah. In order, you cannot quite see this, right? Yeah. In order to decrease pain, which pain and pleasure, that's the yin and yang in humanology, okay? Negative P, that's pain. Plus P, that's pleasure, right? In order to decrease pain, strategy number one, okay? Increase the distance when you and the other guy or girl disagree. Yeah, divorce or not abandonment, but divorce or like disownership, disown or breakup. You're no longer my friend. Okay, I degrade, downgrade you, demote you as an acquaintance. You're no longer my friend. Okay, because you cause me too much pain because we disagree, right? Increase the distance. Spend less time with that person. You sit somewhere else. Okay, not next to that person. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Sigmund Freud, the European Jew, right? There are three people in famous people in European Jew. Yeah, Mr. Karl Marx, and Mr. Sigmund Freud, and Mr. Albert Einstein. Okay, there's three most famous European Jews. Okay, Jesus, he stayed in Middle East. Okay, he's Middle Eastern Jew. All right, whatever. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. I'm drunk. That's my excuse for everything. But not drinking and driving. I don't drink and drive. I drink at home at night. So that I go to bed, eat some food, and get sober next day. Okay? Tomorrow is Friday, okay? I gotta get back to work, okay? So we'll wrap this up very soon, okay? So increase the distance, okay? Because you and I we disagree. Irreconcilable difference. Incompatibility. I cannot change you, you cannot change me. Irreconcilable difference. Incompatibility, okay? This two common causes of divorce, right? Yeah. Breakup, downgrade, demotion. You are no longer my friend, you are my acquaintance. Okay? It's not introspection, the Dr. Sigmund Freud. I'm not looking into myself, no. I'm remembering, reminiscing, recollecting, recounting, okay? Recalling my interaction with other people, okay? That's how I do humanology, alright? It's not looking into myself, introspection. And what comes out there, yeah, Mr. Sigmund Freud, the interpretation of dream. What he used was opium, cocaine, right? I don't do that. I don't do marijuana. I don't do opium. I don't do cocaine. Okay, what do I do? Tobacco, alcohol. That's what I do. Okay. I'm not introspecting, looking in myself. No, it's not introspection. It's remembering in my past what happened between me and people around me. Recollection, reminiscence. Just remembering how it went down or up between the people and me, around me. Just remembering what happened between me, my interaction with other people. Okay? That's not introspection. Then what is it? Memory. Okay? Interactive memory, interaction memory, okay? Whatever. So yeah, I cannot change you, you cannot change me, but you and I disagree. What do? I increase the distance. I distance myself from you. I go to this class 10 minutes earlier. Because you're too liberal, I'm too conservative. And I cannot change you, you cannot change me. So I go to this calculus 3 vector calculus class 10 minutes earlier so that I get to this far right front seat when you are sitting in this far left back seat. Diagonal distance, okay? Because I want to maximize the distance. in order to minimize the pain. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to think about you. You're too liberal. I'm too conservative. I don't want to have anything to do with you. So I want to increase the distance. Okay? Strategy number one. Now, it's time to take a break yet. We have only 10 minutes left. We'll just go through it. Okay? Strategy number two. Okay? Maybe I try to persuade you, my classmate, right? Such that you become more like me. I try to talk you out, talk you into my ideology. I try to convert you liberal such that you become conservative, not liberal. Okay? I try to persuade you, convince you, exhort you. Because I'm conservative, you're liberal. I think you're wrong. I think I'm right. Yeah, I try to change you so that you become more like me in order to minimize the pain of disagreement. Okay? Strategy number three. Because this failed, and this failed too. Okay? You're my family member, you're my sister, brother, parent, mother, father, you're my child, son and daughter, you're my boss, my employer, you're my colleague, you're my employee, subordinate, you're my classmate. I cannot quite distance myself from you because I don't want to lose my job. I have some reputation to uphold. I need this job. I gotta get paid. I gotta pay my bills. You are my employer, employee, my colleague. If you are my employee, I need you because you have experience, knowledge. You're my colleague, but you don't listen to me. You're not gonna change. You don't get persuaded. You're not convinced. There's no way I can change you. But there's this pain and suffering of disagreement. Because you and I are too different. What do? I change myself. Okay? Adjustment. I accommodate to you. I change myself in order to minimize the pain. Okay? This is how ideologies propagate. Ideologies like diseases spread from person to person. Okay? Yeah, it's about all about minimization of pain, which is same as equivalent to maximization of happiness, pleasure. Because everybody wanna be happy. Okay? Pursuit of happiness. Okay? We'll wrap it up here. Alright? I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just describing. Okay? In humanology, there are two laws. Prescriptive law, also known as normative law, morality ethics. And there's the other law, descriptive law or natural law, the way it is. Okay? Here we are just describing, we are being descriptive as opposed to prescriptive. We are not saying you should do this or do that. There's prescription, normative law. Alright? The other side of the law is descriptive, natural law. We are just describing it, understanding it, learning it, okay? As opposed to normative, norm, prescriptive law. That's like you must do this, you must not do this. Prescriptive law, okay? But the other side is natural law. We are just describing, observing, learning the way it is. Okay? That's what we are doing. Okay? We are doing descriptive law. We are being apolitical, amoral. Okay? We are just observing, describing the way it is. Okay? We are value neutral. We are neither conservative nor liberal. As a scientist, yeah, this is my objectivity glasses, right? Before this computer crashes, okay, I will finish up this recording, okay? Happy Friday tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Thank you. Good night. Bye. I see you tomorrow, okay?